Melissa Kennedy. I own Gold Inked. I do all things decorated apparel, decorated tumblers. I create whatever my customer requests. I try to see what I can make happen. Today I wanted to do a tutorial on a tumbler. So this is my first tutorial, so bear with me. I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try. Nothing means failure but a try. So I'm gonna start off with the supplies I used. So I got this water bottle actually from Walmart. So they were selling like these water bottles. Actually this summer, it was when they came out with them. It's the stainless steel plastic water bottle. So this is a cold liquid only. So no hot liquid can go in this if you do place any orders. But this is a cold liquid. I taped off here, if you can see. There's a clear right here. That's where I initially started off the tape. Just one piece here and one on the other side. Then I spray painted it down. Once that dried, then I got tape and I took that tape off, the single strip tape off, and then I taped it down because I want to put glitter here. So I'm just trying something different. So I'm putting glitter here, and then I'm going to wood grain outside of that. So something different. I have a silicone cup that I use that makes it reusable, so I don't have to keep buying and purchasing a bunch of cups for the epoxy. That's the clear coat that goes on after I do all the glitter and wood grain. Then, let's see, I have a brush that I use for the paint when I paint on to do the wood grain. Then I have my tape that I use. I need to tape all that off. The glitter I use, I'm going to use this red glitter. I have stuff everywhere. But I forget this was a cute color when I believe I got this at Walmart or Michael's. And of course my handy dandy Mod Podge that I have to use to glue on. Then I used the alcohol ink I'm using right now is Tim Holtz. I am coming out with my own inks and glitter coming. Probably won't be there early next year, but I am working on that. So Gold Ink will have its own glitter and ink line coming soon. Just be patient with me. I'm trying to see. Oh, so I took these cups. This is what I put the epoxy in, and I marked them off. I used the tape just as a base, and I took a marker and just turned it around just so I can make sure it's an even. Because when you do both of the resins, you have to have equal in there, so you want to make sure it's equal for both of them, and that's the best way for me to keep it equal amounts. So that's what I did there. Let's see, and I use this for my glue, Mod Podge, to put the glue on. I like the way it spreads evenly. Use the other paint brushes, it's not so even. It seems like it's for me at least. You have to decide what's best for you when you do it. And this is my stir. I stir in my silicone cup. What I stir my resin, my epoxy. Other than that, oh, and a glove. So when I do start to put it on the cup and I put it on my turner that's there, I did make my turner myself. I have a cup I'm actually working on right now that's on the turner ready. But I did make this myself. I'm working on creating me a bigger one as well because I need something bigger. Or that could do multiple cups with the orders that I have coming in. I'm getting a lot of orders, so I have to be able to produce orders a little more quicker than what I am able to. I created two. I think I'm going to create one that's like maybe 4 and then maybe has a dry station somewhere on the top so I can set them up and I can still, so while those are drying, I can then go work on another 4. So I am going to go ahead and make one of those. And hey, maybe I'll do a tutorial for it. Let me know if you want me to. Hey. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I take my Mod Podge and I'm going to pour it in another container that I have, just an empty container, just so I don't use so much. This container of Mod Podge is too big. There's no point in having all that, and then that way I don't waste. It keeps me from wasting as much. So you want to make sure this tape is completely down because you don't want it to go up underneath there. Then you're gonna have to do some cleaning up of that. So you just make sure where you're about to put this on is completely down and on the cup. so that glue doesn't seep. So I think I'm good. So then you just take and go put the glue on and go. I'm going to do both sides just because it's such a small space. I can just do it really quickly. And just want to make sure that coat is even. You can see what I'm doing. I got off screen there. Just make sure it's an even coat. And go over to the other side. And the reason I do the white spray paint on a lot of the other ones as well, because starting out, because I'm new to this, starting out I did the clear, and since that clear background, it's hard for that glitter to kind of go through. You kind of can still see through it in the light. So if it's in the right light, you kind of see through it, so it doesn't look as clean and professional. I could have did some more layers of glitter, but then it's all bulky, and I didn't really want a bulky look, so that's why. So then I take my glitter after I get that on. I'll move this over, and I'll put a sheet of paper down just so I can catch it, and it saves glitter as well too. And so then I take it, I'm gonna go down and sprinkle it on. Make sure it's on there good. Isn't that pretty? I love the glitters. And you'll probably see it. See, I didn't spray paint this part white. I left it clear. And you're going to see, I'm going to have to do a couple of layers of this glitter because I did that. So I don't think I thought that through. Just trying to create a different looking bottle than what I already have. Alright, so then I take that. Check off that excess. Because you don't want it to gunk up. After I let this dry, I do another layer, maybe two, just with this, and then I'll be going to go into the wood grain. So what I do then is I have all this glitter here on this paper. That's why you have this paper here. And I like to sing when I talk, so I'm sorry. I wish I was a singer. So I'll sing while I'm doing a tutorial. So I just drop it in there. This thing has been beat up as much as I've done. I have all kinds of glitter and glue on this thing, but hey, that's why it's my workstation. So let's see. Just to show you just some other things I've done, like I've done just some little tape offs. I still have to put a clear coat and the customer's name and just something, they wanted something kind of related to Tiffany's, which I love this color. This is like one of my favorite colors, so Tiffany is awesome. Then I have this one unique tape look. This is more inspired by Stranger Things, so I'll be adding the vinyl to this one as well. While that's still drying, I am working on, so when I did I have my turner set up that it'll fit inside of here. So I did set that up. You can go buy the other adapter out of Home Depot to use, as opposed to just the stick with the football in when you do with the tumbler, which I have both, but this, I had to think of a way to do this and be able to, when I saw these cute bottles. So this is a fabric that I actually purchased at Walmart. So it was a fabric water bottle that I purchased there, and then I added that, and I thought it was just the cutest thing. So I actually am gonna add the vinyl. Says pocket. This says pocket full of. So I took my measurements, and I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna put it over. You can see the crease, but you can't see the crease. But I just like to use, if I'm gonna put something on it in a vinyl, I like to kind of distract from that. So I'll go ahead and place it over that, so it kind of forgives any of those, that puckering or anything from when you do it. So Then you just rub it on. This is that Oracle 651 I use. And just make sure that's on there good. I usually just grab something and make sure I get that on there good and solid. This still, it's already been coated, so I did the glue on it, and then I did one epoxy. So now I'm putting the my vinyl decal on here, and then I will do one or two, probably 2 more layers of epoxy on that. And so I have pocket full of in that color, then I got yellow for the sunshine. And let's see, I got a pocket in pocket full of sunshine. That's where we get that from. And let's get that on there. And then I'll be able to have this set up, so I'll be able to, once I do this cup and finish this one, I'll be able to go ahead and epoxy both of these since I have 2 turners over here. So
what is he going to fill you inside, triaging your spleen? You will not feel it now.
Make sure it looks okay and it's straight. It's the hardest thing for me is to get these straight. So if anyone has any tools to help me keep these the decal straight, even when I'm pressing t-shirts, because I make t-shirts as well, it's that's the hardest thing. I always have some type of issue, so I gotta really master keeping everything straight and level so everything looks even, so customer won't be upset with me with some uneven products. And I like to give out a quality product. So, oh, isn't that cute? I love it. Pocket full of sunshine. Yes, it's perfect. Pocket full of sunshine, yes. So I'll be able to go ahead and put another clear coat. I have it taped off and already right here. So I am good to go, ready. And I go a little bit, see, these have the bottom, let me see. So at the bottom of this, it has the silver, the stainless steel. So I tape off, I don't go all the way to the edge of there because I need to come off so it'll have an even finish. So then next I'll go ahead and epoxy it, and then I'll be able to put it in there like that. Or once I epoxy it, I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Once I epoxy it, I leave the tape on. I don't want to leave it on the whole time. You want to take it off just so it'll have an even seal, and it seals the epoxy in. That way you don't have any raising after you give it to your customer, okay? Other than that, let's see. We might be ready for another coat. I like to check it. Until it doesn't get all gummy and yucky, I always check it. Go ahead and make sure all that extra glitter, because it will get gummy and gooey with glitter. So you're going to go back over again. It's so neat. So do you guys have like any tricks or tools that maybe I don't already know, since I'm so new to doing these? Definitely let me know. Drop me a message. Ask me any questions that you have. I'll try to give you as much information as I have as possible. If you want to start, interested in starting a business, yeah, definitely let me know. I don't mind helping, giving you as much knowledge as I can. There's enough business to go around for everyone. I do a lot of these. Mine started because I wanted to do it for my kids' sports teams. So it was a great way to generate sales, creating these for the kids' teams as well. So. And then just put another thing to put on. I haven't tried the geodes yet, so I think I want to try that soon. That's going to be one I'm going to try. Oh, and the dipping. Oh, hydro dipping. I so want to try hydro dipping. I think I bought a lot of stuff to do it. I'm just scared to try it. So if anyone's tried that, let me know. Definitely show me any photos that you have, any inspirations. Definitely. So, isn't that cute? You can see it. It's getting so, oh, that's beautiful. Look at how it's just blinging. I like it. So, go ahead and drop this back in here. So, I'm sorry if these videos are long. I just got to get the hang of everything. Again, this is my first tutorial. I'll start editing them out and make them look real good for you eventually. If you guys could just bear with me. And, yeah, definitely we'll be good to go. Uh-oh, I think I had a... Yep, I think I did. Let's see. If you do that, because I do it often, bump into something, just grab your glue, fix it. See, it's fixed now. So now it just has to dry. Once that dries, I'll go ahead and start to do the wood grain effect. I was going to try to seal it, which I'll probably just go over with the Mod Podge and let that seal it. I think that's a good idea. So I'll probably Mod Podge and seal it. And then I'll go ahead and if I one more time, don't say anything. I know. I hear myself saying it. I keep trying to stop umming, but it hasn't worked yet. But I did it again. So, and it's raining out here where I'm at. I don't know if you can hear that rain in the background. I probably have my TV going because I forgot to turn it off. So I hope it hasn't messed with the quality of the sound too much. But I'll fix that next time. So the next video, you guys will have some high quality video action. But yeah, so I'll do the wood grain. So what I do is I take the alcohol ink and I go in a downward motion, which I'll show you guys. You drop it down. Then when you take your brush, I like the loose brush. You see how loose that is? The tighter brushes gives it a different look. It depends on the look you're going for. You have to go with what you're used to working with. And then I just go with my wrist, just flick my wrist back and forth. And then I go again and I just do line after line after line. And it looks like wood. It really does, guys. It's so cool. I've done the other colors in the wood grain look. So I think it's so cute. It's definitely a different look. I want to see, what else have I done? I have played around with a lot of things, especially with the glitter, even with the oracle. You can play around a lot with that too, because if you can maneuver it right or manipulate the vinyl right, you can actually use that as some type, especially if someone's printing vinyl, you can print those looks, put them on there. You just play, just be creative. I love being creative. I don't think I've had it in me. I just never really did anything with it. So I think I want to go ahead and seal this. Well, no, I want to let it dry a little bit more, and then I'm gonna be right back. I'll seal it while we're gone, which is just, guys, after this dries, I'm just going to put another layer of Mod Podge just to seal that in to make sure that gets hard and it doesn't kind of, you know, go away. And then I'll come back and we'll go over the wood grain, okay? Be back.